and so on. All this should be standardized to enable Ugandan to go and work in Burundi, or to enable someone from South Sudan to go and work in Kenya without having to go through another exam.
Currently, the institution supports a variety of programs and projects such as Research and Innovation Coordination Program, EAC Centers of Excellence for ICT, Staff and Students Mobility Program, the Eastern and Southern Africa Higher Education Centers of Excellence Project ASE2, the East Africa Skills for Transformation and Regional Integration Project ESTRIP, and the East African Qualification Framework for Higher Education Program. This has been further enhanced by the establishment of a research unit at the headquarters of the IUCEA, which is dedicated to research and innovation for the various member universities in the EAC region. Through EABC, the IUCEA is building an industry-university partnership to enhance the relationship and also build a competitive private sector through knowledge generation, dissemination and absorption.
So what we are going to do is to map out what are those skills that are required by the private sector, and then in terms of curriculum development or competence-based program, they are able to tailor or align those skills based on the demand by our industrial players and other players in the sectors.
The East African community is ranked as one of the fastest growing, or actually the leading regional economic blocks, because of the role the Inter-University Council and other institutions are playing.
Looking at the successes that the IUCA has done is to say this is a body we need to strengthen even further so that it can help us to ensure quality in the higher education that we are implementing around the countries, and to help us collaborate in areas like research, and to also synergize the resources that we have as individual universities so that we can make the best use of the facilities at each of the universities.
With all these and more recommendations in place, the sky will be the limit as the Inter-University Council for East Africa pursues its vision of becoming the leading institution in the EAC with an exemplary common higher education for a prosperous and sustainable East African community.
5 years ago, the East African community was re-established with a vision to creating a prosperous, secure, competitive, and politically united region. Today, our family of three has grown to 8, bonding together over 300 million citizens into one vibrant community. Our journey of integration has yielded remarkable achievements, transforming lives and offering opportunities that are boundless to all. Through one-stop border posts, robust cross-border infrastructure, harmonized education systems, and a single customs territory, we have revolutionized how our people trade, learn, and grow. Today, our integration touches every aspect of East African lives. A trader from Kampala seamlessly moves goods to Mombasa. Through mutual recognition agreements, a South Sudanese engineer practices in Kenya. With the East African Community Single Tourism Visa, a tourist can explore Kenya, Rwanda, and Uganda as one destination, boosting our regional tourism and economic growth. Whether you're in the energetic streets of Nairobi or the melodious, rhythmic streets of Kinshasa, the serene hills of Kitega or Kampala, the rising towers of Juba, the green valleys of Kigali, the coastal shores of Mogadishu, or the golden plains of Dodoma. Join us as we celebrate our achievements, reflect on our challenges, and chart an even stronger future for our community. Together, we are the East African community. One people, one destiny. Jumuiya moja.
Tuilinde Jumuiya Afrika Mashariki.
25 years ago, the East African community was re-established to bring unity, prosperity and peace to the region through deeper integration. Today, as we celebrate its Silver Jubilee, we reflect on the progress made and look ahead to the future. The vision of one people, one destiny continues to drive the East African community. The East African Community, EAC, also known as Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki in Kiswahili, was first established in 1967 and later dissolved in 1977 before being re-established in the year 2000. The community has since grown from the initial 3 states to the current 8 states. The partner states are the Democratic Republic of Congo, the Republic of Burundi, the Republic of Kenya, the Republic of Rwanda, the Federal Republic of Somalia, the Republic of South Sudan, the Republic of Uganda, and the United Republic of Tanzania. The EAC has its headquarters on the Afrika Mashariki Road in Arusha, Tanzania. The founding nation's vision was clear: a united East African bloc working together through economic integration and regional cooperation to address regional challenges, trade barriers, political instability, and economic isolation.
25 years, it means that for a quarter of a century, we have reworked, we came back together, we rejigged our vision, and we looked back and we said, yes, we started the first time, we didn't get everything right, but we can do it a second time because we've learned our lessons. And therefore, 25 years means a reflection of look how far we've come, look how much we've succeeded. Perhaps we never take time to really reflect on the journey, but the fact that we hold passports written East African Community, the fact that when I need to attend a meeting from here in Arusha to Kigali, I can drive all the way. The fact that we are dealing with common problems basically means that we've come a long way. We have seen that what brings us together is more than what divides us.
Tremendous progress has been witnessed in all partner states as envisioned by the 4 EAC integration pillars, namely the customs union, fostering free movement of goods, the common market, facilitating the movement of goods, people, services and capital, the monetary union, aiming for harmonized monetary and fiscal policies, and the long-term goal of a political federation for enhanced political integration.
Kimsingi kwa sasa hivi kutokana na huu wigo mpana uliofunguliwa na hizi Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki, yani free movement of people ama labor ama ajira, mfano walimu wa Tanzania wanaofundisha Kiswahili wanaweza kufanya kazi Rwanda.
The East African community prides itself as one of the fastest growing regional economic blocs in the world thanks to the customs union established in 2005. By working towards the elimination and addressing non-tariff barriers, NTBs, the EAC has made great strides in creating a unified trade space, making it easier for goods to move freely across borders.
We've been going to this all East African states, getting ideas, exchanging talents, learning new innovation from each other. In fact, this has created jobs and has opened the way.
The EAC continues to refine policies to ensure that every member state adheres to agreed regulations, creating a more efficient and transparent trade environment.
The East African community is the most integrated bloc within Africa. We have set the pace, and as a community, we urge our citizens, we urge our stakeholders to get involved, to take advantage of the protocols that have been signed, to explore this region so that this region is is a force to reckon. One-stop border posts. I think the region's aim is to increase from the current 13 to many more, to increase efficiency at border crossings. But of course, we have to continue leveraging technology. We have to continue providing information, capacity building, simple initiatives such as translating documents into languages that our cross-border traders can understand.
With the launch of the Common Market in 2010, East Africans were given the freedom to move, live and work across the region. With a common East African passport, the borders have become bridges to new opportunities.
In 2014, the heads of state directed for an establishment of the single customs territory. That was one of the flagship projects that really kicked off trade facilitation within our community. Since then, we used to have a turnaround time of 21 days across the corridors, both the Central Corridor and the Northern Corridor. And with the establishment of the single customs territory, time reduced from 21 to 4 days right now.
Today, East Africans can work across borders, access education and new markets, seek employment opportunities and contribute to the growing regional economy.
Came here since January to study English languages in Makerere University. The first thing, the people that are friendly to us. We are the foreigners come from Sudan, and they teach us the benefit. Before I came here, I cannot be able to contact with people. I cannot be able to communicate with the people.
Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki imetusaidia sana, imetuunganisha na imetuleta pamoja na nchi mbalimbali. Kwa mfano hapa shuleni kwetu Arusha Meru, tuna wanafunzi kutoka nchi mbalimbali, tuna wanafunzi kutoka Kenya, tuna wanafunzi kutoka Uganda, Rwanda. Na imetuleta pamoja, imetuweka pamoja na imetufanya tushare elimu yetu kwa pamoja. Naomba jumuiya iendelee ili tuweze kuunganisha mshikamano wetu.
Tourism has flourished as East Africa has been marketed as a single destination, attracting visitors from around the globe. The regional infrastructure has transformed the way people and goods move, as well as efficiency of services offered.
We've been able to connect people through establishing 10 regional corridors, and a lot of development has gone through these corridors. The corridors total to about 15,000 kilometers, and out of that, EAC has been in the 25 years able to add about 5,000 kilometers onto the network, in addition to the efforts of partner states. East African community, together with their partner states, are planning another 4,000 kilometers during the colonial times, and this will transform movement of logistics in the region and enhance our economy at large.
With one-stop border posts reducing crossing times by up to 70%, businesses are thriving, and the free flow of goods is enhancing economic growth.
The major benefits are immense, and I will start with a sense of belonging. This is a community of over 300 million people. Individual states on their own, I think, don't have the benefit of population, don't have the benefit of such a large GDP. So that's for me one key mutual benefit. But secondly, each partner state benefits from the protocols that have been agreed by the partner states.
When you look, for example, the trade over 25 years has actually significantly increased. Why the trade has been increasing among the EAC partner state, it is because of the removal of tariff, where, for example, the EAC originating goods can move without paying tariff when they are crossing the borders.
Jumla kuwepo kwa Jumuiya Mashariki kumetusaidia sana si wafanyabiashara, kwa sababu wakuta tunaagiza mizigo, yani inavukishwa inakuja na bila changamoto zozote, unaona. Alafu pia hata mikutano
Mungu twaomba unilinde Jumuiya Afrika Mashariki.
25 years ago, the East African community was re-established to bring unity, prosperity and peace to the region through deeper integration. Today, as we celebrate its silver jubilee, we reflect on the progress made and look ahead to the future. The vision of one people, one destiny continues to drive the East African community. The East African Community, EAC, also known as Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki in Kiswahili, was first established in 1967 and later dissolved in 1977 before being re-established in the year 2000. The community has since grown from the initial 3 states to the current 8 states. The partner states are the Democratic Republic of Congo, the Republic of Burundi, the Republic of Kenya, the Republic of Rwanda, the Federal Republic of Somalia, the Republic of South Sudan, the Republic of Uganda, and the United Republic of Tanzania. The EAC has its headquarters on the Afrika Mashariki Road in Arusha, Tanzania. The founding nation's vision was clear: a united East African bloc working together through economic integration and regional cooperation to address regional challenges, trade barriers, political instability, and economic isolation.
25 years, it means that for a quarter of a century, we have reworked, we came back together, we rejigged our vision, and we looked back and we said, yes, we started the first time, we didn't get everything right, but we can do it a second time because we've learned our lessons. And therefore, 25 years means a reflection of look how far we've come, look how much we've succeeded. Perhaps we never take time to really reflect on the journey, but the fact that we hold passports written East African Community, the fact that when I need to attend a meeting from here in Arusha to Kigali, I can drive all the way. The fact that we are dealing with common problems basically means that we've come a long way. We have seen that what brings us together is more than what divides us.
Tremendous progress has been witnessed in all partner states as envisioned by the 4 EAC integration pillars, namely the customs union, fostering free movement of goods, the common market, facilitating the movement of goods, people, services and capital, the monetary union, aiming for harmonized monetary and fiscal policies, and the long-term goal of a political federation for enhanced.
It is with great honor that I welcome you all to this high-level side event commemorating the
labor ama ajira. Mfano, walimu wa Tanzania wanaofundisha Kiswahili wanaweza kufanya kazi Rwanda.
The East African community prides itself as one of the fastest growing regional economic blocs in the world,
guests, ladies
thanks
and
to the
gentlemen,
customs
once
union
again,
established in
most
2005.
We
By
appreciate
working
and recognize
towards
the
elimination and
members of the
addressing
council
non-tariff
and other
barriers,
ministers who are
NTBs,
already here,
the EAC
members
has
of the
made great
coordination
strides
committee
in
and other
creating a
permanent
unified
secretaries
trade
who are here,
space, making it
the
easier for
assistant
goods to move
ministers who
freely
have
across
also
borders.
joined,
We've been going
members
to this
of
all
the East African Legislative
states,
Assembly,
getting idea, exchanging talent,
heads of EAC organs
learning new
and
innovation
institutions
from each
who
other.
are already here,
This
members
has
of the
created job and
diplomatic
has
corps,
opened the
our
way.
development partners,
The
all distinguished
EAC
guests, most
continues to
welcome.
refine policies to ensure
Allow
that
me
every
to
member
announce
state
that we
adheres
have
to agreed
convenience rooms
regulations,
for the
creating a more
distinguished
efficient
guests.
and transparent trade
The
environment.
convenience rooms
The
that you
East
can
African
use, the
community
high-level guests are here. You can go through, and our ushers at the front will assist you if at all you need that kind of help. Other guests, we have convenience rooms at the back of this tent, so you can use that. So it is important to pass to you that information. I've been informed that it will be difficult to have the Ndere group inside the hall due to space, and so I'll give the opportunity again to the brass band to do us 2 items. Brass band, please. The brass band.
Can work across borders, access education in new markets, seek employment opportunities and contribute to the growing regional economy.
Came here since January to study English languages in Makerere University. The first thing, the people there are friendly to us. We are the foreigners come from Sudan, and they teach us the benefit. Before I came here, I cannot be able to contact with people. I cannot be able to communicate with the people.
Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki imetusaidia sana, imetuunganisha na imetuleta pamoja na nchi mbalimbali. Kwa mfano hapa shuleni kwetu Arusha Meru tuna wanafunzi kutoka nchi mbalimbali, tuna wanafunzi kutoka Kenya, tuna wanafunzi kutoka Uganda, Rwanda, na imetuleta pamoja, imetuweka pamoja na imetufanya tushare elimu yetu kwa pamoja. Naomba jumuiya iendelee ili tuweze ku
marketed as a single destination, attracting visitors from around the globe. The regional infrastructure has transformed the way people and goods move, as well as efficiency of services offered.
Regional corridors, and a lot of development has gone through these corridors. The corridors total to about 15 able to add about 5,000 kilometers onto the network, in addition to the effort standard gauge railway, in addition to the rehabilitation of the meter gauge railways, which was established during the colonial times. And this will transform movement of logistics in the region and enhance our economy at large.
With one-stop border posts reducing crossing times by up to 70%, businesses are thriving, and the free flow of goods is enhancing economic growth.
The mutual benefits are immense.
Once again, we continue to welcome the members of the council who have already arrived. Most welcome. The members of the coordination committee and other permanent secretaries present. All distinguished guests, karibuni sana. We are going to continue with the entertainment. I'm made to understand that the Ndere team from the Republic of Uganda will still be welcoming our heads of state, and they'll be in here after the heads of state have already settled down for their closed session. So we'll continue with the video from the technical team, the video on the customs bond. It can be played shortly from now. Thank you so much. The technical team at the back, the chance is yours for the customs bond video. Thank you.
Of Justice is the principal judicial organ of the community and ensures the adherence of the interpretation and application of the law in compliance with the EAC Treaty.
Now we have almost 2 cases which have been filed by one partner state against another partner state. So we have received almost only 2 cases filed by a partner state against a partner state within these 23 years. We've also received only almost one case, which is filed by a partner state against the community. We have received only that case from a partner state against the community. That's another access to this court. Another one is the natural and also individuals who also can access this court. And here we have many cases under Article 30 of the treaty.
The apex EAC organ is the summit, which comprises of the leaders of the partner states, who are the heads of state and government.
Mr. Chairperson, I wish to take this opportunity to commend you for your continuing efforts to spearhead objectives of the community in strengthening and deepening our integration agenda. According to various assessments on the status of regional economic integration in Africa, EAC is ranked the best performing regional economic community. This shows how strong our community is and how committed the people of East Africa are in furthering the integration, something we should all be proud of.
The summit is the anchor. It is really the vision, it is the driver's seat, it is where the political will rest, it is where the foresight, the vision rests of the community. and that is an organizational structure element of it. But there is also the meeting of the presidents, and during these meetings is where they discuss pertinent issues and priority areas and give directions as to how we need to advance and how we need to develop this into fully fledged integration agenda.
As the EAC celebrates 25 years under the theme Promoting Trade, Sustainable Development, Peace and Security for Improved Livelihoods, the future looks brighter for the East African Community member states.
As the EAC marks 25 years, we celebrate the expanded market opportunities that have been offered. We celebrate the opportunities for our people to be able to move within the region unhindered. We celebrate the vast resources and culture that we celebrate as a region, and we look forward to expand.
threats from wherever, and using the undugu that God gave us, we are lucky. All these people we are talking about are either similar or the same. And in the case of East Africa, we have got even Swahili, which is a common language.
Kenya is invested in supporting the peace, the security, the stability of our region, and we will spare no effort in deploying our capabilities, our abilities to secure our region as we focus on what helps us
to grow. By aligning with East Africa's frameworks, we've begun harmonizing our trade policies and removing barriers that previously limited our ability to fully participate in the regional markets. The Somali government has already created an enabling environment through investment-friendly laws in place, such as the Investors and Investments Protection Law.
Le Brody est un fervent défenseur du renforcement du commerce transrégional au sein de la communauté est-africaine et à cet effet, la suppression des barrières non tarifaires s'avère être une priorité.
Encountering an NTB? NTBs, better known as non-tariff barriers, have been known to hinder easier movement of goods within our borders. And with these challenges, the EAC has introduced a new app, the NTB Reporting App, where reporting and monitoring of NTBs has been made much easier.
With the different initiatives that we have undertaken to facilitate trade, we have seen an increase in intra-EAC trade by 13.4%. That is from $65 billion in 2021 to $74.1 billion in 2022. This is a percentage share of 15%.
The resolution rate of NTBs within the East Africa community has improved to a level above 90%. The time taken to resolve NTBs has reduced to approximately 76 days.
We have so many micro and small entrepreneurs that cross the borders every day, and they're in millions in the East Africa community. As we all know, non-tariff barriers is a big barrier to free trade among the small businesses in this region.
Il est d'évidence que les barrières non tarifaires constituent une entrave majeure dans la mise en œuvre de la libéralisation du commerce dans la communauté est-africaine.
So, for purposes of easing monitoring and reporting of NTBs, we have introduced the mobile application. It has been adopted by the Sector Council on Trade.
Some of the categories that you can report using the NTB app include and are not limited to administrative issues,
puisse se doter d'un instrument utile et efficace pour la gestion des barrières non tarifaires.
This NTB hub is going to be a game changer within the East Africa community, simply because it is going to enable the traders to timely use
The app is that it is hosted by the EAC and managed by the EAC. So it will be easy for us to administer in terms of receiving and reporting the NTBs.
Et de ce fait, cette application permet donc aux commerçants de suivre l'état des lieux de la plainte qui est déclarée.
It will be very helpful in terms of having a central point of view to see what has been reported and what is on ground.
While lodging these complaints, you will be asked
My name is Annette Semwemba. I'm Deputy Secretary General in charge of Customs, Trade and Monetary Affairs at the EAC Secretariat. Substantially, from manual processes to initiatives now that embrace technology fully. For example, I recall from many years back, paperwork was manual. Now there's no more paperwork. It's all electronic regional cargo tracking systems. All these are interventions that didn't exist back in the day, but now support and facilitate customs to be able to do their work. The future is very bright. We have witnessed reduced turnaround times. We have witnessed a reduction in the cost of doing business. I can safely say that we will continue to experience even more benefits. Our trade facilitation initiatives will continue to be deepened, and this region will continue to prosper as an investment and business destination. My message would be further collaboration to identify what are the key areas that could be further enhanced in terms of deepening trade facilitation, and what resources development partners could make available to be able to support us and deliver on those areas that would have been identified.
Thousands of passengers cross the skies above East Africa, from the savannas of Tanzania to the highlands of Rwanda, from the shores of Lake Victoria to the growing cities of South Sudan. Aviation connects people, trade, tourism, and opportunity. But before the engines roar, before the wheels leave the ground, there is a trust. Trust that the aircraft is sound. Trust that the skies are secure. Trust that someone, somewhere, has done the unseen work. Across the vast landscape of East Africa, from lakes to savannas, from growing cities to remote, and behind every safe flight, there are guardians. At the heart of this system is the East African Civil Aviation Safety and Security Oversight Agency, known simply as CASOA. Aviation is one of the most regulated industries in the world, and for good reason. Safety and security are not optional. Globally, aviation standards are guided by the International Civil Aviation Organization, a United Nations agency that sets the rules for safe and secure international air transport. For East African nations, aligning with these global standards is critical and mandatory, not only to protect lives, but to ensure airlines can operate internationally, attract investment, and build confidence in the region's aviation system. That's where CASOA comes in.
My name is Francis Lichuma, currently acting as the Executive Director for East Africa Community's Civil Aviation Safety and Security Oversight Agency, better known as CASOA. As air traffic increased in the region and aviation systems expanded, the EAC partner states recognized a shared challenge, that of maintaining high safety and security standards across borders. Rather than working in isolation, the partner states chose collaboration, and thus CASOA was established in the year 2007 as a specialized institution of the community, a shared shield for shared skies. The agency was created to support the harmonization of aviation regulations, provide technical support to partner states, and strengthen oversight capacity across the community.
KASUA's work is highly technical, but its impact is deeply humane. Primarily, the agency assists partner states in meeting their safety and oversight obligation and responsibilities under the Chicago Convention and its annexes. Second, the agency supports the development and harmonization of civil aviation regulation. Third, the agency provides training and capacity building of experts in
Some
the industry.
attention, please, ladies and
workshops
gentlemen. As the video goes on, I just want to announce that we have refreshments in the room here. So we'll start, so that we avoid confusion, we'll start with the high table. Our dignitaries, the first 3 rows, you can go in, we go row by row. Many thanks, you can proceed if you wish. Thank you. Further to that, ladies and gentlemen, we know that most of you do not have the program for what will be happening here when the summit comes in. So, just for a brief, when the summit concludes the closed session, they'll proceed into this room, whereupon we'll expect all of us to be upstanding to receive the members of the summit. After that, we'll have the EAC anthem. Then we'll have opening remarks by the Secretary General. We'll then have remarks by the outgoing chairperson of the EAC Summit. Then we'll have the Bureau constituted, since we expect a possibility of a change of Bureau. Then we'll have the agenda of this summit adopted by the summit. That will be followed by the report of the chairperson of the council to the summit. After that, we'll have the remarks of the incoming chairperson of the summit in case the chairperson, the bill will be changed. Then the incoming chair will make his opening remarks. We also expect this summit to appoint a new Secretary General to the community. If that happens, then the new Secretary General will be sworn in. Then there will be swearing in of judges appointed by the summit. And then the launch of the 7th EAC Development Strategy and the EAC Customs Bond. And we'll finish with the award to the winners, the students winners of the EAC essay writing competition. Finally, there will be the reading and signing of the communique. Thank you so much.
In 2009, the East African Legislative Assembly passed the Inter-University Council for East Africa Act 2009. According to the Act, the Inter-University Council for East Africa, popularly known as IUCEA, is a strategic institution of the East African Community, mandated to coordinate the development of higher education and research in the East African region. The origins of the Inter-University Council for East Africa, IUCEA, can be traced to 1970, when universities of Makerere, Nairobi, and Dar es Salaam formed the Inter-University Committee, IUC, to facilitate research and collaboration among these East African universities.
In 1980, the vice chancellors of the 3 universities, University of Dar es Salaam, Makerere University, and the University of Nairobi, thought that this Inter-University Committee is their baby. So they wanted to make sure that it functions well, and so they met in Nairobi. And they also invited their permanent secretaries who were responsible for education. And in that meeting, they resolved to strengthen that cooperation and to change the name of the Inter-University Committee into the Inter-University Council for East Africa.
The late Professor Nkunya laid the groundwork for the Federation of East Africa as a common higher education area in 2017, negotiated the Centers of Excellence project with the World Bank, and was very instrumental in building the new home for IUCEA. He also played a pivotal role in the development of a number of tools that inform quality assurance and qualification framework in communities. Such instruments and tools were fully supported by the IUCEA, and as a result, the East African Community was declared a common higher education area in May 2017. Today, IUCEA is where it is due to commitment of the partner states and the Council's leadership who have steered this institution beyond the borders of the East African Community.
Our global goal is that we want to see happening transformative higher education with a globally competitive, knowledge-based and industrialized economy for EAC integration.
The Common Higher Education Area Committees, as well as the Quality Assurance Committee, are working on structures that allow students who are in different education systems to know at what point they enter university and how they can use their time in high school to move quickly into universities.
We have input that we bring from our own accreditation system to align with the IUCA. And when that happens, then we are speaking to each other.
The standards, the courses, and so on, all this should be standardized to enable Ugandans to go and work in Burundi, or to enable someone from South Sudan to go and work in Kenya without having to go through another exam.
Currently, the institution supports a variety of programs and projects, such as Research and Innovation Coordination Program, EAC Centers of Excellence for ICT, Staff and Students Mobility Program, the Eastern and Southern Africa Higher Education Centers of Excellence Project ASE2, the East Africa Skills for Transformation and Regional Integration Project ESTRIP, and the East African Qualification Framework for Higher Education Program. This has been further enhanced by the establishment of a research unit at the headquarters of the IUCEA, which is dedicated to research and innovation for the various member universities in the EAC region. Through EABC, the IUCEA is building an industry-university partnership to enhance the relationship and also build a competitive private sector through knowledge generation, dissemination, and absorption.
So what we are going to do is to map out what are those skills that are required by the private sector, and then in terms of curriculum development or competence-based program, they are able to tailor or align those skills based on the demand by our industrial players and other players in the sectors.
The East African Community is ranked as one of the fastest growing, or actually the leading regional economic blocks, because of the role the Inter-University Council and other institutions are playing.
Looking at the successes that the IUC has done is to say this is a body we need to strengthen even further so that it can help us to ensure quality in the higher.
Our distinguished guests, partner state delegates, tafadhalini, we have refreshments for you, so kindly proceed. The top lines, the first 4 seats, please go for the refreshments. The members of the council could still be in, members of the coordination committee, all partner state delegates, heads of EAC organs and institutions, please go for the refreshments. Then we have the rest of the team, including the brass band. You've been doing a good job. After that, you proceed also to get your refreshments. Thank you so much and welcome. Then we'll have another entertainment group as you proceed for the refreshment. Thank you.
Stories whispered on the wind. Witness nature's grand spectacle. Our majestic wildlife, both airborne and earthbound, roams free across vast savannas and within our lush protected parks. Over hundreds of them. Behold the awe-inspiring Great Migration, a breathtaking ballet of life unfolding before your very eyes.
Katika mkutano wa World Government Summit katika ngazi ya mkuu wa nchi. Tangu mikutano hii ilivyoanza kufanyika mwaka 2013. Na mikutano yote hii inafanyika Umoja wa Falme za Kiarabu, hususan pale Dubai. Pili, Mheshimiwa Rais alishiriki kwenye mijadala ya kijopo kuhusu uwekezaji barani Afrika. Na hii ni heshima kubwa ambayo Mheshimiwa Rais wetu alipewa, akishiriki katika jopo hilo pamoja na Waziri Mkuu wa Msumbiji chini ya moderation ama uwezeshaji wa Dr. Kinumwi Adesina, alikuwa rais wa Benki ya Maendeleo Afrika. Dunia nzima ilikuwa inaangalia mjadala huu kuhusu fursa za uwekezaji, na kupitia jopo hilo Mheshimiwa Rais aliweza kuzungumzia fursa na mazingira chanya ya uwekezaji na biashara iliyopo nchini Tanzania, na kuieleza Tanzania kama kivutio cha uwekezaji hasa katika sekta za nishati, miundombinu, madini, kilimo, lojistiki na uzalishaji kupitia viwanda. Mbali ya kushiriki katika jopo hilo na kushiriki katika uzinduzi ambao Summit iliyofanyika tarehe 4, Mheshimiwa Rais pia alitumia ziara hiyo ya kikazi kukutana na kufanya mazungumzo na viongozi mbalimbali, wakiwemo wafuatao. Alikutana na Mheshimiwa Gaston Brown ambaye ni Waziri Mkuu wa Antigua and Barbuda pembezoni mwa mkutano huo, na walizungumza masuala mbalimbali kuhusu mahusiano ya uwili baina ya Antigua and Barbuda na Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania, ambapo zipo fursa kadhaa katika eneo hilo la ushirikiano, ikiwemo kukuza sekta ya utalii na sekta ya uchumi wa buluu. Lakini zaidi, Antigua and Barbuda itakuwa mwenyekiti na mwenyeji wa mkutano wa wakuu wa nchi ama wakuu wa serikali wa Jumuiya ya Madola ambao utafanyika mwezi Novemba mwaka huu huko Antigua and Barbuda. Kwa hiyo ilikuwa ni fursa adhimu ya viongozi wawili kuzungumza kwa namna wanavyoweza kushamirisha uhusiano baina ya Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania na Antigua and Barbuda. Pili, alikutana na Katibu Mkuu wa Shirika la Utalii la Umoja wa Mataifa anaitwa Sheikh Al-Nawais, nao walizungumzia kuhusu kukuza sekta ya utalii nchini, hususan eneo ambalo linaweza likawa na tija kubwa kwa nchi yetu, eneo la utalii wa utamaduni. Lakini kama wote tunapofahamu kwamba Tanzania itakuwa mwenyeji wa michezo ya AFCON mwaka 2027, hivyo kuna utalii wa michezo, hilo jambo pia lilizungumziwa. Hizo zote ni fursa kwa wananchi ambao wanashiriki katika sekta hiyo. Tatu, alikuwa miongoni mwa viongozi kutoka Afrika ambao walikutana na rais wa Umoja wa Falme za Kiarabu Mheshimiwa Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, ambapo pia walipata kwa muda mfupi fursa ya kushamirisha mahusiano baina ya Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania na Umoja wa Falme za Kiarabu. 4, alikutana na Mheshimiwa Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum ambaye ni makamu wa rais na waziri mkuu wa Umoja wa Falme za Kiarabu, lakini pia ni mtawala wa Dubai, ambapo walikuwa na mazungumzo chanya namna ya kuimarisha uhusiano baina ya Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania na Umoja wa Falme za Kiarabu, hususan katika sekta ya utalii, lakini lojistiki na uchumi kwa ujumla. Pia alikutana na afisa mtendaji mkuu na mwanzilishi wa kundi la makampuni ya Masa anaitwa Pratik Suri. Kampuni hii inafanya uwekezaji mkubwa na ina hisa katika makampuni makubwa kama vile Hisense na TCL, na yeye pia ameiona Tanzania kama eneo ambalo anakusudia kuja kufanya uwekezaji. Kwa dakika moja nieleze faida za ushiriki wa nchi katika mkutano huo. Kwanza, kwenye diplomasia tunasema usipokuwepo mezani kama mlaji, basi upo mezani kama mliwa. Sijui kama ni Kiswahili kizuri. Kwa maana nyingine, if you are not at the table, then you are part of the menu. Ndio Kiingereza chake hicho. Sasa Tanzania kwa kushiriki katika mikutano hii na tunaweza kuchangia kwenye mijadala, tunaumba, yani shaping mijadala, tunaingiza maslahi yetu kupitia mijadala, tunatetea maslahi yetu kupitia mijadala hii. Kwa hiyo ndio faida mojawapo ya kushiriki, na Mheshimiwa Rais alishiriki katika jopo lile nililolitaja. Pili, inaonesha ama inadhihirisha kwamba Tanzania iko tayari kwa biashara na uwekezaji. Vyombo vingi vya kimataifa vina ripoti habari za mwaka jana, habari za uchaguzi na yale yaliyojiri baada ya uchaguzi, lakini kama nchi tunataka kuonyesha kwamba tunasonga mbele. Uchaguzi umepita na sasa tuko tayari kufanya biashara, tuko tayari kwa ajili ya uwekezaji. Kwa maana nyingine, sasa ni kazi na utu. Tatu, ni kukutana na viongozi wa serikali na sekta binafsi kujadili fursa mbalimbali ambazo zimeimarisha ushirikiano wa pande mbili, na hapa nimetaja UAE kama mfano pamoja na Antigua and Barbuda. Nne, ni kukuza diplomasia ama taswira ya nchi. Tanzania inapowakilishwa tena kwa ngazi ya juu kabisa ya mwanadiplomasia namba moja, Mheshimiwa Rais, tunakuza taswira ya nchi. Tanzania inaonekana kwenye ramani ya ulimwengu. Kwa hiyo hilo ni jambo chanya kabisa. Napenda kuchukua fursa hii kupitia kwa Mheshimiwa Waziri wa Mambo ya Nje na Ushirikiano wa Afrika Mashariki kumpongeza Mheshimiwa Rais Samia Suluhu Hassan kwa kutuongoza vyema katika ushiriki wetu kwenye mikutano hii miwili, ule wa Afrika ambao ni ngazi ya kikanda na ule wa World Government Summit kwa ngazi ya kimataifa, ambayo kwa pamoja imekuza diplomasia ya uchumi kikanda na kimataifa. Mheshimiwa Rais amefungua milango ya fursa. Jukumu letu sisi wananchi na kupitia kwa wanahabari mliopo hapa, jukumu letu ni kufukuzia fursa hizo kutoka katika maeneo yote yaliyotajwa katika mawasilisho mbalimbali katika mkutano huu. Mheshimiwa Rais anaendelea kujenga thamani na heshima ya nchi yetu.
Karibu sana. Asante sana mkurugenzi wa mawasiliano Ikulu. Waheshimiwa mawaziri, waheshimiwa viongozi, ndugu wanahabari, naomba mimi niseme kwa ufupi sana mambo matatu ambayo kwa namna moja au nyingine yamegusiwa na wenzangu. Mheshimiwa Rais, jukwaa la kidunia la uwekezaji barani Afrika, Global African Investment Summit. Gilead amezungumza na Balozi Kaganda amezungumza. Wito tu kwa Watanzania, hasa sekta ya umma na sekta binafsi, fungua milango. Tunaamini jukwaa litakuwa na kikao mwezi wa 10 au wa 11 mwaka huu. Ni fursa sasa kwa sekta ya umma na sekta binafsi ambayo iko tayari kwa ajili ya kutafuta uwekezaji. Kwa hilo ni swala la kwanza. Swala la pili, na Balozi Kaganda amezungumza, Mheshimiwa Rais alitumia pia muda kukutana na mwekezaji wa Masa Group, Pratik Suri. Mwekezaji huyo ni mwekezaji kijana, nafikiri na miaka 37, 38, lakini amekuwa na mafanikio makubwa sana katika sekta ya electronics. Na amevutiwa na mazingira ya uwekezaji Tanzania. Na ana nia ya kuwekeza karibu dola za Kimarekani milioni 500 katika maeneo Kwala. Sisi tutamshauri. na lengo lake ni kutengeneza vifaa vya electronics, hasa vifaa vinavyotengeneza mafriji, majokofu na vifaa vinavyotengeneza mifumo ya manufacturer. Anatengeneza vile vifaa. Halafu kama kuna mwekezaji wa Kitanzania anataka kuona brand yake ya speaker, brand yake ya kamera za video, anaweza katengeneza kwa brand yake, yeye atakuwa ana supply zile equipment za ndani. Kwa hiyo ni fursa kubwa ya uwekezaji. Lakini fursa ya pili ambayo anaileta kwetu ni kutoa ufadhili kwa wabunifu wa Kitanzania. Anataka kuanzisha innovation fund kwa ajili ya startup companies za Tanzania. Yaani ataweka baadhi ya uwekezaji wake kutoa ruzuku kwa wabunifu wa Kitanzania na wawekezaji wadogo wadogo wa Kitanzania ili waweze kukua. Kwa hiyo ni fursa kubwa ambayo ninaileta mbele yenu, ni juhudi za Mheshimiwa Rais, na huyo mwekezaji atakuja Tanzania siku si nyingi, ili sasa tuweze kumuunganisha na wawekezaji wadogo wadogo na wawekezaji wakubwa kwa ajili ya kutuonyesha hizo fursa ambazo amezileta au anazileta kwa ajili yetu. Swala la tatu, Mheshimiwa Waziri aliomba nizungumze kidogo kuhusu taarifa ya utekelezaji wa eneo huru la biashara barani Afrika, AfCFTA, taarifa ambayo iliwasilishwa kule Addis Ababa. AfCFTA ni eneo la pili kwa ukubwa la biashara duniani. Ukiachia mbali ile eneo la World Trade Organization ambaye ni dunia nzima, eneo la pili la ukubwa ni AfCFTA. Na kwa maendeleo kwa sasa in terms of maandalizi tumefikia pazuri sana. Nchi 54 katika nchi 55 za Afrika zimesaini mkataba wa AfCFTA. Nchi 48 zimesharidhia na kukabidhi hati za kuridhia katika sekretariat ya AfCFTA. Nchi zaidi ya 37 zimeshatoa mifumo ya kuondoa ushuru kwa bidhaa ambazo zinatengenezwa Afrika, na zile kanuni za asili, kanuni za biashara ya kidijitali zote zimekwisha kamilika. Maeneo manne ambayo pia ni fursa kwa Watanzania ndio maeneo ya kipaumbele tunapokwenda kuanzia mwaka huu mpaka mwaka 2030. Eneo la kwanza ni eneo la kilimo, hasa eneo la kilimo biashara, na kama ambavyo nafahamu Mheshimiwa Rais anasema na ameweka malengo ya Tanzania kuwa ni nchi inayolisha bara la Afrika, kulisha chakula bara la Afrika. Na eneo la kilimo ni eneo moja ambalo ni fursa kubwa. Eneo la pili, eneo la dawa na vifaa tiba, na Katibu Mkuu amezungumza, ni eneo tu sio kukidhi mahitaji ya ndani lakini soko la Afrika. Eneo la tatu ni eneo la usafirishaji, na kama ambavyo mnafahamu sasa hivi usafirishaji wa bidhaa kwenda nchi za jirani ni eneo kubwa ambalo linatusaidia katika kuingiza fedha za kigeni. Pia ni eneo ambalo ni eneo la kipaumbele katika AfCFTA. Na eneo la nne ni utengenezaji wa magari, kama ambavyo mnafahamu tumeweza kuvutia uwekezaji wa magari. Kwa hiyo naona ni fursa kubwa ambazo zinafungua kutokana na AfCFTA na juhudi za Mheshimiwa Rais ambaye pia katika AfCFTA ni kinara wa biashara kwa wanawake na vijana, ambaye anatumia msukumo kuhakikisha kwamba wanawake wanapata fursa za kuuza katika bara la Afrika. Kwa hiyo kuna fursa mbili kubwa: kufunguka soko la Afrika na kukuza mitaji kwa kuvutia mitaji katika bara la Afrika. Kwa ufupi naomba niishie hapo, mkurugenzi. Asante sana.
Asante sana Balozi Ulanga kwa kutupitisha katika hayo. Bila shaka ndugu zangu wanahabari, kwa kusikiliza yote hayo tunaweza tukasema, na kama alivyoeleza Balozi Kaganda, kwamba safari ya kwanza ya Mheshimiwa Rais baada ya uchaguzi wa mwaka jana imekuwa ni ya diplomasia ya uchumi. Kwa tunaweza kusema huu mwezi Februari na haya tuliyoyasikia kutoka Addis Ababa unaweza ukafuzu kabisa kuitwa ni mwezi wa diplomasia ya uchumi. Tupokee maswali sasa. Na utauliza swali, utasema, utataja jina lako na chombo unachotoka, na tutauliza swali moja moja kwa ufupi, tusitoe maelezo. Karibu.
Asante mkurugenzi. Kidogo ni kama swali kama mawili hivi au matatu hivi. Kwa kweli naomba niaulize tu.
Uliza moja ili tutoe fursa kwa wengine pia.
Okay. Naitwa John Bukuku kutoka Fushangwe. Swali langu naomba niulize swali la kwanza ambalo linasema, kwanza nimpongeze Rais kwa kazi ambayo anafanya na serikali yake hasa kwenye kutafuta mitaji na kutafuta fursa kwa ajili ya kuwawezesha vijana. Kwa mwaka huu na tunavyoendelea imejitahidi sana kuhakikisha inafanya vitu vizuri, lakini nina wasiwasi na kikwazo kimoja, na sijui serikali itafanya nini hapa ili kuangalau kuhakikisha kwamba hawa vijana wanatekeleza na kutimiza malengo ambayo wamepanga. Kuna kitu kinaitwa betting. Hii betting sasa hivi inaleta shida sana kwa vijana. Vijana wengi toka asubuhi mpaka jioni ni betting, na vijijini kuna vitu vinaitwa guruguja sio nini, kitu kama hicho vinachezwa vijijini. Vijana utakuta asubuhi saa 4 wanacheza. Sasa serikali ina malengo makubwa na inawekeza fedha nyingi kuwapatia vijana. Je, malengo yao yatatimia na watapewa elimu ya kutosha kuhakikisha kwamba wanatekeleza hapo malengo yao na miradi yao inaendelea? Shida yangu mimi ni hiyo kamali hiyo. Asante.
Asante. Ili swali haliko katika zile safari, lakini linajibika kutokana na hizo safari. Kama mmewasikiliza viongozi wanasema Mheshimiwa Rais anakwenda nje, anafungua milango, anaita wawekezaji ili kuleta uwekezaji mkubwa nchini. Fursa zifunguke, tuwe na ajira, elimu iboreshwe. Tumemsikia Waziri wa Fedha. Kwa mwisho wa siku, haya ya kuona tunaelekea kwenye betting yashughulikiwe, kuwa na mfumo wa elimu